The moment we're living in is causing us to think about what it means to be the church. David and I have been repeating, and we will keep saying this, that at times we are a church gathered, and at times we are a church sent. In the gospel reading we had a couple weeks ago for the second Sunday of Easter, we see the risen Jesus breathing the Holy Spirit onto the disciples and sending them, saying, "As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." That Spirit is the seal of God's presence. In this time when we can't gather physically, we're learning what it means to be a sent church, what it means to be the embodied presence of Christ in the world outside of our gathering, outside of our normal ways of being church. As we think through these questions of what it means to be the church here and now, I think it'd be very helpful for us to have a book study, and I know just the one. About a year and a half ago, I was up in Edmonton at a conference called Into the Neighborhood, and the keynote speaker was David Fitch, who had written a book called Faithful Presence. Faithful Presence is a book about the way our spiritual practices, the way our common Christian practices, like common prayer, Eucharist, reconciliation, being with children, proclaiming the gospel. These practices are things that mediate God's presence to us and also empower us to live as God's presence in the world, in the places where we spend most of our time, in our homes, in our workplaces, in our neighborhoods. I think this will be a very timely book study for us right now. Plus, it gives us an excuse to meet over a few weeks, even if we're meeting virtually. So I'm asking you to please, if you're interested in studying this book with me, order yourself a copy. You can get it on Kobo if you like e-readers. I don't think they have it on Kindle, but Kobo. If you're an audiobook person, Audible has it. And if you're like me and you're old-fashioned, you can order a paperback through Amazon. The details will be in the notes below or above, however they turn up on your screen. And order it quickly, because I think Amazon's a bit slow these days, so it takes about 3 weeks to get to you. And we'll start meeting sometime in June. Details will follow. But order yourself a copy of the book and drop me an email at assistant@christchurchcalgary.org to sign up for the book study. And then I'll be able to know who I expect to join me, and I'll give you the information about when we'll meet. And we'll do that by Zoom, which you can do by computer or by telephone. And I'm looking forward to studying this book with you as we seek to discern what it means to be the church even when we can't go to church.